Hi, this is Bobby Edwards from BridgeHead Software. You are viewing part 5 of my 7-part series on disaster recovery for Caché-based EMRs for hospitals. In this part, I'm going to cover relational and data warehouse recovery. I hope you find this valuable and I would appreciate your feedback. So please send it to our Twitter handle at BridgeHeadHDM. Our website, www.bridgeheadsoftware.com. Again, this is the Caché Epic Backup and Recovery Overview, and this is Relational Data Warehouse Recovery, Part 5 of 7. So from the previous view of the overall graphic, we're concerned with the pink section here, which is the Clarity or OLAP environment, so analytical processing. And the recommendations that we have here show that certain elements are best backed up on a daily basis, others are for weekly. If a customer determines that Clarity is critical to their business, Epic has recommended that they purchase the hardware and software necessary to make these servers part of an HA cluster. Epic also suggests the use of a SAN for the Clarity storage environment. Epic recommends weekly backups of the Clarity data. However, to improve recovery granularity in the Clarity environment, more frequent daily backups may be desirable. The Clarity RDBMS data will grow over time, so plans for sufficient place to back up the solution is critical for recovery. They should not exceed the recommended sizes here, as part of the recommendations for this are based on volumes that are anticipated. So this should not be exceeded. However, double check it, follow it over time, just to prevent any particular issues that could happen. So in the particular environment that we're showing here, we're doing a Microsoft SQL backup as opposed to Oracle. Either will work. It depends on what's going to happen and how things will be done. So the Microsoft SQL backup that is performed by BridgeHead supports full backups, incremental SQL backups, using the transaction log. Also supports page level differential backups, automates the log file truncation if desired, and recovers at the database level. Anything lower than that will destroy the relational consistency of the information. So it has the ability to restore to the alternate or original locations, depending on the choice selected. It has a web-based restore utility. You can see on the right-hand side of the screen here. And you can restore to point in time from logs. This is also integrated into the core healthcare data management platform that's provided by BridgeHead. So the core services run on Windows servers, whether it's 2003, 2008, 32, or 64-bit. The different versions of Microsoft SQL may require different technologies for backup. Some of them use VSS, while others only use traditional API interfaces. BridgeHead's SQL Backup Agent uses the appropriate API for the version of SQL in question. If SQL has been virtualized, it's important to know that if those SQL servers have been virtualized, BridgeHead still recommends the SQL Backup Agent is used for efficient and effective save and restore methodologies. The VMware agent protects the entire virtual machine, and it can include SQL as part of that. But although I want to say that the VMware can call VSS to get a consistent SQL backup, it only allows a simple full backup and restore and does not provide any of the log management, which is why the use of the SQL Backup Agent from BridgeHead is recommended in this environment as well. That concludes part 5 of my 7-part series on disaster recovery for Caché-based EMRs for hospitals. In the next part, I'm going to cover application processing layer recovery. I hope you found this session valuable. I also encourage you to follow BridgeHead on Twitter for notification on future presentations at BridgeHeadHDM. Our website, www.bridgeheadsoftware.com.